Good morning and welcome to Grief Talks with Zen Jen. I'm Zen Jen, and today the word that we're going to be focusing on is joy. And so a little piece that I wrote called Rediscovering Joy. Everywhere we look, there are people laughing and sharing in the delights of life and in each other. Couples are holding hands, children are smiling and playing, and pets are dancing to the tune of dreams only they can envision. What happens when life comes to a screeching halt and all that joy is suddenly taken from us? Where does it go, and how do we find it again? Many people often share that their biggest fear after the death of a loved one is that they will never be happy again, that their life is over. And what I gently tell them is, yes, your life will never be the same again. It won't, but that doesn't mean that happiness is unattainable. Sometimes I happen to catch a quick glimpse of hope in their eyes, a flash of genuine need to rediscover the joy that once lived in their hearts. But, more often than not, I see eyes full of disbelief and confusion, and even more heartbreaking, the pinpoint stare of fear that there is nothing left in this world worth living for. As a grief counselor, it is an everyday challenge to listen to the weight of others' hurt and pain, lifting them up and helping them see that hope is there, just lying dormant for the time when we are ready to once again listen to the birds singing. The biggest obstacle at times is the inability to see that we are, in fact, entitled to finding happiness in our lives, because it is human nature to respond as if we no longer deserve it, that we are supposed to be sad and alone. To a fault, society places expectations upon us, dictating how we are supposed to grieve and for how long. If others' thoughts and behaviors influence how we feel, how can we expect to rediscover joy and move forward in our grief journey? To begin, it is essential that we realize that we can never take away how others feel. Those are their feelings, and they are genuine and real. What we need to do is help them process through those feelings and gently guide them forward in their way of thinking. Being positive and supportive of our friends and family members who are grieving is a surefire way to assure them that you are trustworthy of hearing what they have to say. Processing feelings, peeling back the layers of that onion, and gaining speed toward the delicate center is painful. However, the work is necessary, and the end results are often rewarding. To witness the rediscovery of joy in someone's life when they realize that they have finally emerged on the other side of a very painful journey is one of the greatest and most amazing gifts. It is an honor and a privilege to be a part of one's journey, to hold their hand as they walk across the pitfalls of life and watch the dissipation of that terrible darkness. Joy is part of life. It truly is, even after death. Friends, I want us to be thinking about those questions that we have about rediscovering joy. And going back to yesterday, the definition of strength. What are your thoughts? Please send those to me, and as at the end of each one of these sessions, I hope to start addressing questions as they arrive in my inbox so that we can start forming this Grief Talks community together. But until that time, I'm Zen Jen, and I'll see you tomorrow, and until then, may peace be the meaning of our lives.